What Claude is and isn't for building products. 2Ship Claude Basics. Lesson 1, Video 1.
What if I told you that the platform you're learning on right now, this entire website, the course system, the blog, everything, was built without a team of developers. Instead, it was built through conversations. Conversations with an AI assistant called Claude. And by the end of this course, you'll know exactly how to do the same thing for your own ideas.
So what exactly is Claude? Simply put, Claude is an AI assistant created by a company called Anthropic. You can think of it as a conversational partner that understands what you want to build and can help you build it, even if you've never written a line of code. It's designed to be helpful, honest, and safe. And here's the important part. You don't need to be technical to use it. It's designed for conversations, not commands. Think of it as a building partner, not a software tool.
Let me show you what I mean by conversation. When you use Claude, it's not like typing commands into a complicated program. You just talk to it naturally. For example, I can say, I want a landing page with a hero section and a sign-up form. And Claude will generate all the code needed to make that happen. I don't need to know HTML, CSS, or JavaScript. I just describe what I want, and Claude figures out the rest. Now let's talk about Claude's 3 superpowers. The first one is generating code. Claude can create complete working code from your descriptions. It handles multiple programming languages and frameworks, and it can build entire project structures, not just tiny snippets. I can tell Claude, I want a landing page with a hero section and a sign-up form, and it generates everything I need. I don't need to know what any of those technologies are.
The second superpower is explaining concepts. Claude breaks down technical ideas in plain English. It answers why questions, not just how questions. So if Claude generates something and I don't understand it, I can ask, what does this part do? And it will explain it in simple, clear terms. This means you can actually learn as you build without needing to become a programmer first.
The third superpower is iteration. Claude takes your feedback and refines the code. It doesn't get frustrated with changes, and it helps you explore different approaches. When I built 0-Ship, my first attempt at the course page wasn't quite right. I told Claude, can we add learning objectives and multiple videos per lesson? And it updated everything. No starting from scratch, just natural back and forth improvement. So to recap those 3 superpowers, generate code from your descriptions, explain concepts in plain English, and iterate on your ideas through feedback. These 3 capabilities together are what make Claude so powerful for non-programmers who want to build real products. Now, let's talk about what Claude can't do, because understanding the limits is just as important as knowing the strengths. Claude can generate code, but it can't run that code on your computer. It also can't deploy your app to the internet automatically, and it can't browse the web or pull live data by default. But don't worry, none of these are deal breakers. We'll cover how to handle each one as we go through the course.
Here's a helpful way to think about it. Claude is like a chef who gives you an amazing recipe, but you still need to cook it in your own kitchen. Claude writes the code. You get the instructions, and then you run it on your computer. That's actually a good thing, because it means you're always in control of what happens. And don't worry, setting up your kitchen is much easier than you think. We'll cover all of that in the next video.
Now here's the most important thing I want you to understand in this entire video. Claude is not a magic button that builds your app in one click. It's a collaborator. And like any good collaboration, it works best when you bring clarity, direction, and feedback. Think of it less like pressing a button and more like working with a really smart partner. Here's how that collaboration actually works in practice. You describe what you want, Claude generates the code, you review the results and give feedback, and Claude refines it. Then you repeat that loop until it's exactly what you need. Every time I built a feature for O2Ship, it took 2 to 3 rounds of back and forth. First attempt, functional but basic. Second attempt, better design. Third attempt, exactly what I wanted. That's how building works, with or without AI.
Here's another way to think about your role. Imagine you're a director, and Claude is your film crew. You don't need to know how to operate the camera, but you do need to know what scene you want to shoot. Claude handles the technical execution. You handle the creative direction. You need to know what you want and who it's for. Claude figures out how to build it. When I started building Zero2Ship, I didn't know Next.js or TypeScript, but I did know I wanted a learning platform with courses, videos, and a blog for non-programmers. That was enough.
Let me bring this full circle with the platform you're using right now. When I started building Zero2Ship, I had zero code. I opened Claude and typed, I want to build a learning portal that helps non-programmers learn to use AI coding tools. It needs a landing page, courses with video lessons, and a blog. Claude asked clarifying questions, and through conversation, the requirements became clear. After several iterations, the platform emerged.
And here's the powerful part. The platform you're learning on right now was built the exact way I'm teaching you to build. That's not a metaphor. It's literally the proof that this approach works. If it worked for O2Ship, it can work for your idea too. So to recap what you've learned today, number 1, Claude is a conversational AI assistant. It's designed for natural conversations, not complex commands. Number 2, think of it as a smart intern who codes. You direct, it executes. Number 3, you don't need to understand code, you just need to know what you want. And number 4, iteration is completely normal. Your first prompt won't be perfect, and that's okay. In the next video, we'll get you fully set up with everything you need. Your Claude account, your workspace, and the safety basics for working with AI-generated code. By the end of video 2, you'll be ready to write your first prompt. Join our Discord to connect with other builders, and I'll see you in the next video.